Your client joins the call, and you say,
Hi, can you hear me? Okay, let's start.
"It is understandable, but it sounds abrupt." The client still does not know the purpose or the plan. Say this instead.
Good morning, Sarah. Thanks for joining us. The purpose of today's call is to review the launch timeline.
In this lesson, you'll learn a simple 5-step opening that makes any client call sound clear, confident, and professional. English Mastery Buddy. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to open a client call professionally without reading a script. You will use a simple 5-step structure called Greet. Maya is leading her first client call. Her manager, Daniel, is listening. The client, Sarah, joins the meeting exactly at 10 o'clock. Maya feels nervous, so she starts quickly.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay, let's start.
Sarah pauses. She can hear Maya, but she does not know what Maya wants to discuss. Is this a project update? Is Maya asking for a decision? Will the call take 10 minutes or 1 hour? Maya has started speaking, but she has not created a clear beginning. A professional client call opening can follow 5 simple steps. Greet the client. Recognize their time. Explain the purpose. Establish the agenda. Test alignment. The first letters form the word greet. Step 1. Greet the client by name. Do not begin with only.
Hello.
Use the person's name when you know it. Say,
Good morning, Sarah.
or,
Hi, Daniel. It's good to speak with you again.
using the client's name makes the opening feel personal and prepared. Keep the greeting short. You do not need a long conversation before the meeting begins. Repeat.
Good morning, Sarah.
Step 2. Recognize the client's time. A simple thank you creates a respectful tone. Say,
Thanks for joining us today.
or,
Thank you for making time for this call.
if the client accepted the meeting at short notice, you can say,
Thanks for making time on short notice.
avoid sounding overly formal. You do not need to say,
I am extremely grateful for your valuable presence.
keep it natural. Repeat.
Thanks for joining us today.
If the meeting is online, you may add one short technical check. Say,
Before we begin, can you hear me clearly?
ask this only when it is necessary. Do not spend the first minute discussing microphones if everyone can already hear each other. Once the connection is clear, move directly to the purpose. Step 3. Explain the purpose of the call. This is one of the most important parts of the opening. The client should immediately understand why the meeting exists. Say,
The purpose of today's call is to review the launch timeline.
you can change the final part.
The purpose of today's call is to discuss the client feedback. The purpose of today's call is to confirm the implementation plan. The purpose of today's call is to agree on the next steps.
Avoid vague openings such as,
We have a few things to talk about.
that sentence does not tell the client what result the meeting should produce. Repeat.
The purpose of today's call is to review the launch timeline.
Step 4. Establish the agenda. A short agenda helps the client follow the conversation. Do not read a long list of every small topic. Use 2 or 3 clear stages. Say,
We'll first check the current status, then discuss the open risks, and finally agree on the next steps.
Notice the structure. First, then, finally. This language makes the call feel organized. Another example.
We'll first review the client feedback, then look at the revised design, and finally confirm the delivery date.
The agenda should describe the real flow of the meeting. Do not promise a short call and then introduce 10 separate topics. Step 5. Test alignment. Give the client a chance to confirm or adjust the plan. Say,
Does that plan work for you?
or,
Is there anything you'd like to add before we begin?
this does not make you look uncertain. It shows that you respect the client's priorities. If the client needs another topic, you can adjust the agenda before the main discussion starts. Repeat.
Does that plan work for you?
Now listen to the complete opening.
Good morning, Sarah. Thanks for joining us today. The purpose of today's call is to review the launch timeline. We'll first check the current status, then discuss the open risks, and finally agree on the next steps. Does that plan work for you?
Sarah now understands why the call is happening, what the meeting will cover, what result the team needs, and when she can add another priority. The opening is professional, but it is not complicated. Let's practice. You are meeting a new client for the first time. The purpose of the call is to understand the client's onboarding needs. Complete the opening.
Good afternoon, Ms. Lee.
Your turn. A strong answer is,
Good afternoon, Ms. Lee. Thank you for making time today. The purpose of this call is to understand your onboarding needs. We'll first discuss your current process, then review your main requirements, and finally agree on the next steps. Does that plan work for you?
Here is another situation. You are giving a project update to an existing client. The team needs to review progress, discuss one delay, and confirm the new delivery date. How would you begin? Your turn. You could say,
Hi, Sarah. It's good to speak with you again. The purpose of today's call is to review the project status. We'll first look at the completed work, then discuss the current delay, and finally confirm the revised delivery date. Does that plan work for you?
before the final challenge, avoid these 3 mistakes. Mistake 1. Starting too abruptly.
Okay, let's start.
Add a greeting, a thank you, and a purpose. Mistake 2. Spending too long on small talk. One friendly sentence is enough. Do not delay the real meeting. Mistake 3. Giving a long, confusing agenda. Use 2 or 3 clear stages. The opening should create clarity, not another problem. Final challenge. You are leading a client call about a new software rollout. The client has joined the call. You need to review the rollout timeline, discuss 2 open questions, and confirm who owns the next actions. Open the call professionally. You will not see any phrase choices. Your turn. Speak now. Here is one professional answer.
Good morning, Mr. Davis. Thanks for joining us today. The purpose of this call is to review the software rollout plan. We'll first confirm the timeline, then discuss the 2 open questions, and finally agree on the owners and next steps. Does that plan work for you?
If your answer included a greeting, appreciation, purpose, agenda, and alignment question, you completed the task. Remember the greet structure. Greet the client. Recognize their time. Explain the purpose. Establish the agenda. Test alignment. Which part of a client call is most difficult for you? The greeting, the purpose, or the agenda? Write your answer below.